HTC Vive, the ultimate guide to the HTC Vive Flow. The Vive brand has had an interesting few years. Despite huge consumer interest in the early days of VR, the brand has shifted more towards the B2B market with products like the Vive Pro and Vive Focus 3. The Vive Flow, a VR headset that isn't really a VR headset, is set to change that. HTC instead refers to its latest headset as a pair of immersive glasses with a sunglasses-like design and an impressive lightweight build. Intrigued? Confused? Is it all of these? Okay, then bear with us as we will be explaining all about the HTC Vive in this video. Don't forget to subscribe to MetaGen for more. Here we begin! Setting up the headset. It was simple to set up the headset. You will need a smartphone that is compatible with the service, as well as a USB-C cable to connect it to a power source when using it. Once we had the app, we simply signed up with our email, connected our phone via Bluetooth, and quickly learned the controls. You use your smartphone as a remote with different parts of the screen acting as buttons. Not the most intuitive setup, but you quickly get the hang of it. The headset generates a virtual square box around you that serves as your safe zone. When you try to step too far, the box will appear, preventing you from walking into walls or obstacles. Unsurprisingly, many of the experiences provided by the headset are not free, with prices ranging from £1 to £10. However, many games cost more than £20. However, a few free experiences are available, particularly if you're just trying to master your inner zen with a few light breathing and meditation exercises. On the other hand, if you want to play games or explore new worlds, prepare to spend money. Controller. You may have noticed that we had yet to mention the controller used with the Vive Flow, and this is because there isn't one. Instead, you interact with the virtual world by controlling it with your connected smartphone. The concept appears sound, especially considering that most Vive Flow use cases are while traveling. In addition, it eliminates the need to carry an additional controller in addition to the headset, your phone, and possibly a battery pack. The implementation, on the other hand, could be better. When you turn on the Vive Flow after configuring it on your smartphone, the virtual controller UI should appear on screen. Holding two fingers on screen activates it, and swiping down from the top of your display disables it. The smartphone controller essentially consists of a laser pointer and 4 buttons: System Menu, Select, Trigger, which confusingly can be interchanged with Select depending on the app, and App Menu. Unfortunately, because you're wearing a VR headset and can't feel the different buttons on a flat touchscreen, mispresses are all too common. The bigger issue is that without a dedicated controller, the system is limited to tracking your phone's position using a gyroscope, which means it doesn't provide true 1:1 tracking. Your phone may be in one location in VR and another in the real world, creating a disjointed, floaty experience that is exacerbated by awkward UI placements that sometimes make it difficult to navigate across virtual menus without awkwardly angling your controller. Essentially, it is more in line with the 3DOF controller of the Samsung Gear VR and Google Daydream, both of which were released in 2016 and can seriously detract from the VR experience, especially in dedicated VR apps. HTC claims that hand tracking is on the way, but there needs to be a word on when we can expect it. Tracking. To begin, 2 embedded cameras mounted in the sunglasses-style VR headset's lenses enable positional tracking in a space up to 4M by 4M. It's a system similar to the Quest 2 and HP Reverb G2. Still with far fewer cameras than competitors, the Vive Flow's positional tracking can feel floaty at times, more akin to a basic 3DOF smartphone VR viewer than a proper VR headset. On rare occasions, it has completely lost track, causing an error to appear on the screen until tracking is restored. The headset's connected nature means it's better suited to sit-down experiences, which doesn't significantly impact the overall experience. Still, the hit or miss tracking means you won't feel comfortable getting up and moving around in VR, even if you want to. Design and hardware. Let's start by saying that the Flow is not your typical virtual reality headset. With large mirror lenses up front and a much smaller frame, it reminds us of the Magic Leap AR glasses. Its size and weight also harken back to other smartphone-powered mobile VR goggles that appeared when Google Cardboard was popular. The Flow weighs 189 grams, with the majority of that weight coming from the slightly chunky front end, which thankfully does not feel top-heavy when worn. Instead, HTC has created a lightweight, comfortable headset that allows you to enjoy and transport VR wherever you want. The 2 folding plastic arms keep those specs on your head and make it easier to pack away in the accompanying microfiber bag. A small amount of padding is located at each end of those arms to help ensure that the plastic does not rest directly on the side of the head. They're attached with Velcro, so you can replace them if they start to lose their padded feel or become dirty. There's no denying that wearing a VR headset for extended periods of time can be uncomfortable. We still didn't want to wear it for more than 20 to 30 minutes, but it wasn't as heavy, cumbersome, or uncomfortable as other VR headsets we tried. A USB-C port is located on one of those arms because you need to pair it with a smartphone to make this work, and an external power source to keep things running. It's a setup that only works with Android phones, and while the glasses have a built-in battery, it only lasts for 5 minutes, which is designed to give you enough time to plug in that power source. HTC recommends using power banks to go portable, and a fully charged 10,000 mAh power bank can last up to 4 to 5 hours. If you're just at home, you can simply plug it to a free USB-C port. Looking ahead, the top of the glasses has physical buttons to turn the flow on and off, and a volume rocker on the other side. There are also stereo speakers on the sides of the glasses and the ability to pair Bluetooth headphones for more private sessions. HTC also includes a pair of microphones, allowing you to communicate while immersed in the virtual world. When you look at those lenses, you'll notice that they're surrounded by a soft material face gasket designed to provide a comfortable viewing environment. That gasket is magnetically secured in place and is simple to remove if you need to clean it. The lenses inside are adjustable, with the option of going all the way up to -6.0 for both eyes to eliminate the need for glasses. We put them on with and without glasses to see how well the lenses worked, and both options worked well, so you can wear glasses with them without feeling too self-conscious. A 3.2K resolution screen, which is 2 by 2.1 inch LCD displays, is included in the setup to deliver the VR experience. That equates to a resolution of 1600 by 1600 per eye. To put that in context, the Oculus Quest 2 has a resolution of 1832 by 1920 per eye. A field of view of up to 100 degrees is provided, and 2 front-facing cameras provide 6D head tracking. The 75Hz refresh rate could be more class-leading, but that could be because HTC isn't expecting you or letting you play demanding games here. Price: the HTC Vive Flow will cost $499 and will be available from Vive and other retailers. Pre-orders will begin on October 14 and will include a carry case as well as a bundle of 7 pieces of content. Sales will begin in November 2021. Compared to the $299 starting price for the 128GB Oculus Quest 2, the price seems a little high. While the Flow is more comfortable, the Quest 2 comes with a set of physical controllers rather than relying on your phone to navigate, providing a better user experience. You can also connect to your PC both wired and wirelessly if you want to do some desktop VR gaming, and it can run games and do room scale tracking as a completely standalone device without needing to be tethered to anything else. So, what do you think of HTC Vive? Let us know in the comments below.